Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to Talk Vikings with me. Post-game show, Detroit Lions beat the Minnesota Vikings 34-23. You know, I was talking a lot of trash in the pregame show, and give credit to Detroit. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Give credit to them. That is not the same team we played in week 3. They have gotten better, but still could have won the game. The Vikings still could have won this game. Okay, first of all, like, too many miscues on the Vikings part, just too many. Okay, like just I'll go over a few here. Okay, so first of all, we had a big third down. There's a couple times we went for it, didn't get it. Few key third downs we didn't get. Right before the half, finally put a nice drive together. You know, came all the way down to like the 5 or something, like probably inside the 5-yard line. First down, what do? Try to do a handoff, jump pass. Well, like, bruh, what? Like, why aren't they using CJ Ham? Even okay, if Dalvin is shut down, my next option would be CJ. CJ can run the ball. Give that ball to CJ Ham. He's gonna get you a few yards. Like, what are we doing? Are they didn't practice well? Try to get Dalvin to and I think Dalvin was gonna throw it too, but I think there was some wrong with the offensive line. The offensive line didn't let in too much pressure or something like that. I guess the Lions just had like the perfect blitz package, or because they thought the Vikings were running the ball and they just sent everybody. And the tight end was wide open. It wasn't TJ. It was I think Johnny Munt or somebody. Was open. He had ran past the defender. He was open, but it was just too late for Dalvin to, throw that ball in there. I mean, I like the play call because, other teams score. What I think the Vikings have used that play before, and and it has been successful, but it just didn't work out that time. Now, that was a critical time in the game because we tied the game going into halftime, and halftime, coming out the gate, we get the ball back. We get the ball first. So I think that was real critical, for this game going into the halftime. The offensive line, speaking of the offensive line, like, I didn't even know I was talking all this trash. I didn't even know. So we don't have our starting center. We don't have Christian Darrisaw. And then, like, later on in the game, Christian Darrisaw's backup, Blake Brander, he gets injured. So he's out there down to like Oli Udoh or somebody. We didn't have Harry the Hitman. We gave up that big touchdown, their first touchdown. It was the rookie. His first catch is a touchdown, and it's against the Vikings. Very convenient. Like, just then you get the onside kick. I wouldn't have done that. I understand what O'Connell was probably thinking. The defense wasn't playing right all game, but you got 2:58 left. You just scored. Kick the ball off. We got a great kicker kicking the ball off all the way. They're going to try to be conservative. They're going to try to be conservative, do some running plays or whatever. And then you can kind of stop them on first down, second down, see what happened on third. There was a few times in key moments that we stopped them. Another key moment that we stopped them, a blunder on that Chandon Sullivan hit on Jared Goff. It was 3rd and 13. Like, we didn't really get anything together till like the end of the third quarter is when we started scoring. If we would have scored early in the game, like right before half, or we're about to get the ball back before Chandler Sullivan's penalty, who knows? It was just a bunch of miscues, a bunch of errors. But give Detroit give them their credit. But we could have won this game, And I don't care how better the Lions are playing. It's the Lions. I still stand by my word. Even though, I give them their credit. They won the game. But it's the Lions. We still could have won this game. Even like at the end. At the end of they're the Peninsula. They had to use a lineman to get a first down. They had like fake punts. Like just Dan Campbell, he played desperate today. This was the one that he had to have. I know he was up at like 4 a.m. studying the Vikings all week. All week. This is the longest week Dan Campbell has ever had coaching before this game. Because it was just too much going on. And I guess we can learn from this game. All 3 losses we can learn. I don't think we're gonna have a game where we had a lot of mistakes like this one. I don't think we're gonna have a game where our rushers don't get any sacks like this one. I don't think we're gonna have a game again like the game we lost against Dallas. I don't think we're gonna ever get beat like that ever again. So like these 3 losses, I think we learned a lot, because even though you still kind of see that shell defense from the Vikings, it's not like how it was against the Eagles. I mean, like just all game, Donatello, there was not a single blitz. It was just shell coverage, back up a little bit, the whole break. I think that's his philosophy. Bend but don't break. We're gonna allow them to get a lot of yards, but don't allow a lot of touchdowns. And that's not gonna work all the time. That is not gonna work all the time. Speaking of yardage, like we gave up 464 yards. Now on the offensive side, we cannot blame the offense today for this loss. Cannot blame the offense for this loss at all, because the offense did their thing. Kirk threw for 425 yards. JJ set a franchise record 220. Like, bruh, this dude, like, just pay JJ, get it over with. He's gonna be a Viking. Keep him as a Viking. I don't care how many people gotta let go. I'm already starting to turn my back on a few of my favorite players. I mean, like my favorite, like Eric Kendricks. He's slowing down. I'm sorry, he is slowing down. Eric Kendricks is slowing down. Who else is out? Harrison Smith is old, but he's still, he's still Harry the Hitman, and we really missed him today. Had the safeties giving up big plays and big touchdowns. Harry is in there. This don't happen, and I didn't even know. I didn't know we're missing all these people. Like, I didn't know Harry. Like, obviously Darisaw. I'm glad we got Tiny Dantzler back. He got beat on a big touchdown. Like, bro, first game back, so we're gonna let him slide. The Vikings are still a winning team. We're still 10-3, but like this game, man, it was just a lot of mistakes that we don't usually see them make. It was just uncharacteristic of the Vikings. No sacks all game. Like, weren't we one of the top leading teams when it came to sacks? Like, no sack all game against Jared Goff. No blitz, no pressure, no nothing. And I put that on Donatello. Definitely put that on Donatello. And then I don't know. I love me some Dalvin Cook, but we might have to move on for him. I can't even believe I'm saying that, because Dalvin Cook all game, 23 yards on 15 carries. Like, what? Now I understand we have some different offensive linemen in there, but that is unacceptable. You're Dalvin Cook. You can't get just 20-something yards on 15 carries. Like he's a threat every time he gets the ball, but it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll stay with Alex Madison and trade Dalvin Cook for. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I might take that back, but that 20-some yards, that's 23 yards and 15 carries. That is unacceptable. Just, yeah, this game was just full of it, and we still could have made it interesting. This was one of our worst games all season, and we still could have made it interesting. That's how I know the Lions, and everybody's like singing their praises. The Lions, like bro, the Lions are still the Lions, bro. They're still the Lions. DeAndre, so we shut him down like most of the game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, we shut him down most of the game. It was just like other dudes shine for them. You know what I mean? And I mean, St. Brown had a decent game, but like The rookie caught that long touchdown. They had other players making plays. You know, our defense, man, they gotta switch it up. Better tackling, better coverage. Like the whole time I'm watching the game, the corners are just like 10, 15 yards off the receiver. I was surprised at what like the Lions weren't calling just short passes, little slants and hitches. You know what I mean? Because the DBs were just way off. Way off. Man, like, yeah, our defense gotta get it together. But big shout out to JJ. He just set a record, you know, for a receiver, a single game yardage as a receiver. I don't think it's a record for Kirk. Definitely a record for JJ. So definitely gotta pay him. At the end of the game there, you all saw it. JJ had that touchdown, but they ruled him out. Who knows? Who knows if, you know, if I think we ended up scoring on that drive too. But if, you know, if they called a touchdown and Kevin couldn't challenge it because he already used his challenge on that what was that, a 4th and 1? Yeah, it was a 4th down JJ catch, but he was coming back, I guess. So like, I don't understand, like, isn't that forward progress? No, because he was coming back. Like, but like, don't they? I don't know, man. I thought it was a first down, but they didn't rule it a first down. It was a turnover and down. Just little stuff like that. Just little plays like that. And then we're playing like a pretty desperate team in the Lions. You know what I mean? But a few miscues here and there. But still, even with all that, even though this was one of our worst games of the season, the Lions still, like I'm gonna say it again, they still had to fake the punt. You know, they had to do the lineman catch. You know what I mean? And then I disagree with the onside kick because we had time. I mean, I know the defense is the defense played bad or whatever, but that's what we pride ourselves in, right? That's what we pride ourselves in. When our backs are against the wall, when it's crunch time, the defense shows up like we did it last week. So I don't know, like, that was an error on O'Connell's part, I think, by not believing in the defense when the game is on the line. When that has been the talking point all season. That, you know, even though we give up a lot of yards, but when the game is on the line, when things count, that's when they show up. So he didn't do that. He did the onside kick, kind of put them in field goal range again, because you kick the ball off. You know, you got 2 timeouts. They got the length of the field to go to. And there was a few times we made them punt, so I'm pretty sure they were gonna punt and give your offense a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably missing a few other things here, but all in all, man, this was one of those games just filled with errors. Like it wasn't like it was kind of like the Philly game, but just worse. You know, it wasn't like the Dallas game. The Dallas game, we just tucked our tails. Okay, Dallas just ran over us, and we just plain and simple. We just tucked our tails in that Dallas game. This game right here was just mistake. Even TJ Hawkinson, he had a great game, but like he dropped a key first down. It was one of those drives in the first half. We're making progress. It was a key first down. It was like 3rd and long, and he dropped the first down right on the sideline. You know what I mean? And alongside with that JJ catch that they said it was coming back, and then Adam Thielen, we went for it on 4th and 2. Adam Thielen, it was only like a 1-yard game. He got hit, dropped, you know, didn't get the first down. So it was a few mistakes, and then we had the Dalvin fumble right before halftime that would have tied the game up. So it was just a few, not even a few, a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscues, a lot of plays that, you know, I know they wish they had back. And then even though the defense had such a horrible performance, the game still could have like been tied. And then a 2-point a try. I don't understand that. I don't know why Kevin tried to go for it on 2. I don't get it. We're not down by like, you know, 8 points or something. Where it was 2 touchdowns. I think we're down by. It was 21-7. We had Jared scored, and then he tried to make it 21-15. Like, what are you doing? I don't know what's going on. This was one of those games that you just don't understand. I mean, like, you usually kick the field goal, right? I mean, I guess the kicker, Greg Joseph, I heard he's been pretty hard on himself, and he's been like doing just extra practicing and kicking extra balls. He's staying a little late just to kick field goals all the time. And like right before games, he's kicking a little few extras than he usually kicks. So, and we've kind of seen it. Like, he hasn't kicked any he hasn't had any missed field goals. All his field goals been money the last few weeks. So I don't know what that was on Kevin O'Connell. Like, try to go for 2 when you're down just a touchdown. Now just kick the extra point and like make the game interesting. Nope, he had to try to go for 2 points. I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, just a lot to look at, a lot to clean up. You know what I mean? It's against the damn Lions. Like, come on, bro. I don't care how better they've gotten over the last few weeks. It's the Lions. We look down on them. It's one of those teams we look down on. Like nobody takes them serious. We don't take them serious. Whatever. They're trying to sneak into the playoffs. We'll see what happens. I don't think they get in, but I guess they're improving. I don't like a few players in their team, but like I mentioned in the pregame videos, they don't have enough stars. They don't have a lot of stars like how we do. They do, and I like a few of their stars, like the boy St. Brown. I like DeAndre Swift. I like a few of their guys, but they're not us. We got too many stars. The point is, their stars showed up, ours didn't. I mean, no sacks on Cedarius Smith or Danielle Hunter. Harrison Smith didn't play. I guess I should have looked up the injury or report or whatever. I thought he was going to play. He didn't play. That affected us crazy in a real negative way. Christian Darris, I knew about him. He didn't play. 2 starting offensive linemen didn't play. But anyway, let's get into the offense. One thing I think the offense need to do better is have a balanced offense. Now Kirk threw for 425. 425. He lit them up. JJ had the game of his life. Again, we're saying it, but there was not a running game in sight. We did not run the ball, period. Dalvin Cook had 23 yards. That's literally was the deciding factor of this game, because the Lions had over 100 yards, I think 130 something yards. We had 25. That if they could run the ball, you can throw all day. Like, you're not gonna win the game. Like, you got to control the line of scrimmage. You got to control the run game. You know what I mean? And then they're going to play action where you're not fooling anybody. You're not running the ball. How can you go to play action? Just a horrible performance. But they still put up points. They still put up a fight, even though they play bad. You know what I mean? So I still have hope in this team. Still need a lot to clean up, man. Come back ready. I doubt we're gonna lose 2 in a row. We haven't all year. I think we're gonna go just win out. Win the last 3 games of the season. Chicago, Green Bay. Green Bay's playing bad. Chicago's playing bad. I think we can knock off the Colts. So win the last 3 games, go into the playoffs feeling good about yourselves, and hopefully in those 3 games we've cleaned up a lot. Especially on defense. Because even though we didn't run the ball right, the passing game was there. The passing game kind of can cover for the running game. But that defense, you just giving up over 400 yards. Like, every game, anybody can just throw on you. Anybody can just run on you. Like, it's unacceptable. They need to do some. Donatello, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be here next year, but they need to do some adjustments. Watch some films and make the proper adjustment to play a better defense, because this is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. So yeah, on the offense, I would say they should run the ball. They should have a balanced offense. Run the ball better in the next few games going, and even in the playoffs, have a running game. Whatever you got to do to open the hole for Dalvin Cook, do that. And we know JJ is going to do his thing. So yeah, on defense, obviously less yardage. We can't give up this much yards every game. So on offense, have a balanced offense. On defense, just shorten the yardage given up, please. We pride ourselves on, we don't give up a lot of points. We did this game. You can't, that's not going to happen all the time. You just give up a bunch of yards and you're not going to give up a lot of points. No, Your luck is going to run out sooner or later, and teams are going to score a lot of points on you if you're giving up a lot of yards, period. So hopefully they do a lot of cleaning up, man. It sucks that we have to lose against the damn Lions, but we lost against the Lions. But, it was one of our worst performances of the year. So I understand. So I hope to come out swinging against the Colts and the Packers because they're struggling, and against the Bears and go into the playoffs. I hope we make a run in the playoffs because this is actually a good team. And whatever scheme they're using for Daniil and Sedarius, I honestly think Sedarius is not 100%. But hopefully, man, Donatello can improve scheme-wise. He can call up better plays. He can call up better defenses instead of just that shell coverage defense. He can send pressure. He can disguise the pressure like how Zimmer used to do. So, it's all good. It's not the end of the season. It's just another loss. We've only had a few this season, and hopefully we learn from it. Hopefully we learn a great deal from this loss, and hopefully this loss make us a better team. Because that team out there today we have a better team than what we saw today. And then they try to get it together at the end there, but we didn't have enough. Dan Campbell kind of put his foot on the gas with all his little trickery and all of that. So yeah, I think that the Lions, obviously they were desperate, and they had to do all the little extra fake here and fake this and whatever, fake punts or whatever. But stay optimistic. We're gonna stay optimistic, man. This is a way better team than we saw today, and hopefully the future looks bright. And sky's the limit for this team. Hopefully we'll get Darisaw back for the next game, and we'll get all our starters back. We'll get Harry the Hitman back. And, we look like our old selves again, So until then, I catch you guys later. Never mind the loss. It's the Lions, but it's cool. Never mind the loss. This is a way better team than what we saw today. And catch you guys later. Skol.